What's good, YouTube? What's good? Too important. It's the one you can't be ignoring. Look, we back for another reaction video. Hopefully I ain't too loud in y'all ear. Let me go ahead and get right. If y'all can't see, y'all can see by the title. For the YNs. Who gonna be your what that nigga SpongeBob say? Who was they trying to fight? The fart bubble and the other nigga? Who gonna be your arch nemesis when you get to that pen? Guys like my guy Fleece Warrior, Fleece Johnson. Either way it go, man, you already know what I'm gonna say. You already know what I'm gonna say. If you ain't commenting, you lame, and if you ain't subscribing, you can't be the squad. You can't join the fam. Either way it go, man, let's go ahead and get into this reaction video, man. YNs, this is a message to the YN. Let me go. Let's go ahead and get into how brutal and vicious life will be for you on the inside.
All right, y'all, we in the building now. We got, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Tell them who you are.
Man, I'm Fleece Johnson, Booty Man Warrior.
The Booty Man.
The Booty
Man Warrior. All right.
Look, I ain't gonna try to pause it too much, but this is a reaction / message to the YNs. So I gotta give my commentation. First thing, man, to the YNs. Go ahead and admire his looks, man. Go ahead and soak that in. Go ahead and look at that and damn near fall in love. Cause that's what you're gonna be dealing with, man. And look how blunt he is with it too. Fleece Johnson, aka Booty Man Warrior. Now you ain't going up against no undercover, in the closets. You going up against some strong predators.
When you go to prison, the most important thing in your life is going to be booty.
Y'all better listen to him.
A man's butt. Booty, getting some booty, is more important than eating food. It's more important than drinking water. If I see a man I like, I tell him like this here. I like you,
He like you,
and I want
and he
you.
wants you.
Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
I don't mean to make no light of this to the YNs, man. This is to anybody in the world, man. If you thinking of doing a crime, if you thinking of your baby mama left you and you think of going off the cliff, hey, your girl tripping, hey, the bank took Netflix took your last $7 that you was gonna spend on a sack or the little pint. Hey, it's better than meeting somebody like this, buddy. I'm gonna say it like that. All right, let me stop. All right, come on, man.
Let's take it back from the beginning. Where you born and raised at?
Louisville,
Louisville?
Kentucky.
Okay, yeah, on our way coming over here, we saw some projects.
Park Hill.
Okay, that's the biggest project in...
Now, we had a lot of projects. The one I came out was called Little Africa. Southwick is West End projects, considered the worst in the city. But they tore them all down because...
Man, listen, I'm gonna just give y'all this thought. Probably gonna be the man. You know how much manhood he probably done see with his own eyes. How much manhood he done seen himself take. We're just gonna slay it like that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Lately, there's been a little advertisement on TV. You know anybody that at best this or best this, call because you can be involved in $1 billion suit and all this. And most projects have it, so now they tear down the project really to destroy all the evidence, you know. But that's where I came from, the projects, man. Hard down a Little Africa. Yeah.
At what age did you start getting in trouble?
I said around about 10. That's when I took off. It was 10 years old when I started taking off, man. I went through a whole lot, man. At 10 years old, I had a situation in the house where...
I wouldn't be surprised if he was a victim of SA as well, you know? Doing this type of shit. I can't even. Doing this type of I don't know. It could be that or it could be his prison stint. You know, he been there so long, he just went off the Richter with it. But I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what he gonna say.
My mom and them went out to party, and my siblings, I got 3 brothers and 3 sisters. And I went through the house trying to find out where everybody was at. And they and having sex. So my tried to proposition me, and I ain't want to do it. So I said, I'm going to tell. But when mom and them came home, I was up.
That's a cold fucking game. It said his brothers and his sisters. He said he in there trying to, We gonna let this nigga tell his own story again. Hold on, what the?
Siblings. I got 3 brothers and 3 sisters. And I went through the house trying to find out where everybody was at. And they and having sex. So my try to proposition me and I ain't want
That's wild, buddy. That's wild.
to do it.
I ain't gonna say nothing because what I was gonna say, they was gonna say that's racist. So we just gonna skip to the next subject.
So I said I'm gonna tell. But when mom and them came home, I was up there asleep, and they just came up there and started whooping me, beating me, because they all made up a story to get me a whooping, so that if I try to tell on them, ain't nobody gonna believe the shit, right? And it worked, man. This went on and on and on, and then at 10 years old, I told my mama and daddy I'm not gonna cry no more. And my mama whooped me so long, her nose started bleeding, and she couldn't even do it no more. Then my daddy came in, he whooped me with everything he had, and I'm up there talking to him while he beating me. I got whelps, blood coming all out of me. And he brought his fist up and hit me in the face, right? Knocked me up on the kitchen table. And my
Hey, that's not funny. That's not funny. Hey, that's not funny. But this nigga, the way this nigga telling it, look at him. The way he telling the story, that's funny. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Fuck, nigga, that's in the past. Nigga, that shit funny. That nigga say he hit me in the face. He said he balled his fist up and hit me in the face and knocked me up under the table. Hey, this is why I love older people. You know, the way they tell stories is like detail. Young nigga would have probably been like, man, that nigga hit me and I slid under the table. That nigga hit me and I fell. You know, just blunt. That nigga said he came in, he balled, you could picture him, balling his fist up, smacking him across the face, sliding under the table. You got 3 depictions of the graphics right here.
brother got up and knocked him out. And so after that, you know, I went through a thing where I got molested as a child, man. And so I didn't know how to take it. I didn't have no brothers to go to, nobody to talk to. All them is enemies. My mom and them don't believe nothing I say now because of my sister. So I'm taking all this shit in and I'm trying to be a good kid. And just when I couldn't take no more, I picked the guns up. And then I had a friend down in the project, this lady, she used to always talk to me and feed me. Come on in and get something to eat. And she died of drugs, man. And so from then on, I said, I'm gonna rob every drug dealer in this city. Take their drugs and throw the shit away, right? And I did it. I robbed all of them. And then I started getting a little name and reputation. I was carrying them nickel-plated 45. I had 2 of them, right? I robbed all the crap games. I walk up to a crap game. They be like, I said, what's up? We heard what you doing. I said, look, pop the clip, pull my money out. I just want to shoot dice, win or lose. They put their guns out, I put the other one out. Should have told you I carried 2 of them. Now drop that shit, right?
That's a cold nigga. Then he deserved to be in bars. This nigga said he look at them the eyes of a menace right there. He done did a lot. He didn't guaranteedly did a lot. Nigga said look the mind of a nigga who said he said I came out with my, I don't know what he said. I'm sitting there trying to hey, if you need the merch, go ahead, hop in the description, Bandman, or type in up there, go to your search bar, go to your search bar, www.bandmanclo.com. Go ahead, copy a PFP sweat. That's what I'm wearing right now. But this is, yeah, you got your arms, blasted out. Go ahead and hop in. If you notice, I ain't do the other one on this one, but all the other sets is complete. But either way it go, yeah, man, get in the description and go ahead and do that. But what was we saying? This nigga done did a lot though, man. He served his time though, so I can't be mad at him. I can't say do some more time because he didn't serve his time. My thing is this though, when he was in there, what is paperwork saying? Because if he was still in there wreaking havoc and let me let the man get into his story, man.
So I robbed them. I robbed prostitutes. I used to watch them across the street with binoculars, see where they had their money and shit. They sucked dicks all night and I robbed them. Then I started robbing they pimps. And
why he had to say it like that though? I ain't say it. He did.
then I just had a string of situations, and Then it got to the point where the people that molested me, both of them, they dead. They end up dead. So I ain't gonna say nothing, but they dead. So I went from her like.
Meet the new standard in sleep.
Seemed like my boy
This
Fleece.
is Pod4 Ultra. It's not a bed. It's
Seemed
a
like my boy
revolution
Fleece
in
had a
sleep
hand in
games.
that. My
Crafted
boy
for
said
those
they
who demand
dead. I
nothing
ain't gonna
but
say how they
peak
dead, but they
performance with every
dead.
And I'm confused, man. I'm like, I'm out here in this jungle, man, and I gotta survive out here. That's all I'm thinking. So I started messing with the police, see him at a park, at a stoplight, run into him, make him chase me. It went on and on. Then the police shot my car up in '74. It's front page Courier Journal. One of them tried to kill me. They fired and gave him a security guard job. A white lady said she was working across the street, came out on the break, and saw this little boy, me. Throw something, hit the window, jammed outside and killed him, right? So I'm on trial in Louisville for this. On a big trial, all the police is in Louisville.
Hey, if you with me and you didn't understand what he was just trying to say with this white lady, I heard throw a rock through the window, somebody killed me. Or I don't know. Let's go back real quick.
Saw this little boy, me. Throw something, hit the window, jammed outside and killed him, right?
Hey, listen. I guess this is just the years of years of man. I want to say what I want to. Years of over testosterone. Nigga been in there in the pen, taking other men testosterone so much he done lost his damn mind.
So I'm on trial in Louisville for this. On a big trial, all the police is in Louisville is in the courtroom that day. They waiting on the verdict. They said, is he anywhere in this courtroom? And when she looked over at me, I did my little baby thing. I used to do my mama like that, you know. You know, this is innocent. Now I'm a child anyway, right? She took her head sideways, like scrunched her ass, and she said no. So they erupted. Police went crazy, and I was cussing them and throwing my hands. Black power, we was talking black power stuff back in them days, so they mad. So soon I came out of the courtroom, police is outside, was out there waiting on the verdict and stuff, and I just...
I wonder how it was back in those times. Like you said, they was out there yelling black power. I'm pretty sure it was more unity, but then again, they was still killing each other. So that shit was like, I mean, it's now. You got some people speaking or trying to stay together as a community, and then you got the ones who kill each other. So, I mean, like they say, there's no such thing as past, present, and future. Only right now. Everything coexists right now. Yeah, man. So it's just kind of, I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and get into the
While
video.
they talking, police car was in the street still running. I jumped in and stole it. I said, fuck y'all. And stole the car right there in front of him. So now they say he's crazy. We got to catch this little young punk and put him in prison.
He
What they said
he got to do a video with Shamar. That'll be a lit little content for them. Put both of them together.
to a mental hospital, Central State. I escaped out of there 3 times, man. They used to dope me up, man. I mean, I couldn't even shut my mouth and they had me so medicated. Last time I escaped, I psyched them little crazy people up to help me. While they got the man, I hit the lady with a chair on top of her head, took her keys, took a car across the bridge, and took it. And when they pinned me on the bridge, state trooper them.
Oh no, this nigga was a menace. So you know when he said he was running into police cars, I was gonna say something then, but I'm like, maybe it was a different time, you know, because they obviously chasing him and letting him get away with it. They probably treating it as a game too, but then the nigga going to beating people up and taking women's car and nigga, you was just out here on bunk skunkery. So let's presume he didn't go to the jail system LGBT. We just turned
They
to a
had this
monster.
T roadblock. I know I can't bust through them. I can bust through these, but not them. I said, shoot, if I go back to the hospital, they gonna fuck me up. I took the car off the bridge. That's made them do Courier Journal front page. And then when I hit the water, before the car hit the water, I done squeezed myself out. We hit the water at the same time. I went under the bridge, and I kicked all that stuff off and swam. So when they found my stuff, they said a fish ate me. Some old crazy shit. My mama thought I was dead.
This nigga said they said a fish ate me. What type of is that?
They had a funeral. They had all that stuff, real funeral. And 3 months later, I peeked around the corner and my mama, she was in there reading a magazine. Hey, mama! And when dad, she thought she But then again, I'm back in the streets now, robbing. Got these pistols, and they know I'm deadly when I come on the corner. I come on the corner with these OGs. I look and I tell one of them,
Hey, real quick though, they didn't say a shark. They said a fish. So the fact that they thought or they seen fish the size to be able to eat a man, cause that's or a young man, cause that's the story they went with. Oh, a fish ate him. You know how much? You know how big of a fish they must have seen around previous times to be able to equal sign. Oh no, a fish could eat a human. Cause look, if we only seen fish the size of goldfish, you would seem preposterous ever saying a fish ate a human. But the fact that they said fish ate him, that's why I'm going to water, bro. That's why I'm going to water.
he take his head and point at somebody like that, I'll draw on him. You know, take his shit. So this stuff, we robbed 16 places, man. I go in a place, rob it, tie them up, go next door, rob them, tie them up, go down the street, rob them, tie them up. So on the last one, we got busted. Them motherfuckers got me in that motherfucker. It's the first time I'm in jail now. I'm 14. Then I turned 15 in jail, 16 in the penitentiary. Yeah, they say we sending him to prison. So soon I get there, I had 2 brothers, 2 cousins.
Hey, Booty Warrior, do you think? Okay, listening to your story, I think that was the right place for you, my boy. Nigga, you was out here doing too much, man. At a certain amount of time, a certain amount of actions, you got to get your head between your shoulders, you know. But nigga, your head was somewhere, nigga, where the peanut butter be.
And as soon as I got there, I seen some dude, he said, he saw me, somebody I robbed on the street. He dropped all his shit. He said, oh, this is gonna be a good goddamn day, and took off running. Like, I don't know what that means, you know. Go get you something, go. We tore him up anyway, right? So, they not satisfied with me.
Hey, and look, all this he's saying, right? We tore him up. All these stories he telling, right? That could have been your grandpa. That could have been your grandpa or your grandma. Simple. They could have been your grandpa or your He telling stories about he done did to your grandma and your grandpa. Let's be mindful of that. So look, put yourself back in the 1970s, right? Picture this running down on your grandpa. She just a young lady at the time thinking she lived, and your grandpa might be a square. That's your fault if your grandpa is square.
I'm in a reformatory. Send it to the worstest prison we got, Eddyville. So I go down there to Eddyville. And I've been hearing a lot about it because the prison I was in, when the guards come through at nighttime, said, if I call your name, you're going to Eddyville Penitentiary. Anthony Start. Oh, God. Oh, no, please. They was that scared of Eddyville, right? I said, man, what the f is in Eddyville? So when they sent me, they called my name out. I said, good. Like that. They said, we'll see if you feel that way when you get there. So when I get there, I meet one of the dudes that was on my little boxing team at LaGrange, right? He said, hey, man, they got a thing in here where you don't eat cheese. I said, why? You eat cheese, they say you a wreck. Don't nobody eat this shit. And they had cheeseburgers on. I said, hey, man, can I get some, man? He said, you sure can? Try to be nasty.
He said, man, they said, man, if you eat cheeseburgers. He said, man, if you eat cheese, nobody in here eat cheese. He said, why, man? Because if you eat cheese, you a rat. That nigga said, hey, man, next day they had some cheese. They be serving cheeseburgers. You a funny.
They put a big block on my plate, right? They had steel trays back in. So he said, man, I ain't gonna sit at this table. I said, man, go on somewhere, ass nigga. Weak. So I sat down, I saw him, somebody holler, rat, rat, rat. I said, who's doing that shit? So I ate my cheeseburger. I spot the table. One for looked me right in my face and said, I said, okay, let me go over and do it. So I took that tray like I was gonna dump, smack the shit out of it and mop that table, right? But they didn't think I was gonna come out of the hole. So when I came out, this tall black dude, he said, hey. I said, yeah. I don't know who you are, but I like what you did. I'm too old to fight. But you gonna need this. Gave me a butcher knife, a real one. Back then, you can get that shit out of the kitchen and all that shit. They got it tight now. You can't get shit out of it.
All right, man. I'm talking a lot because I thought this was the 9-minute video version, but this is the hour version, bro. So I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be like a 3-part video. I'm gonna probably do 30 minutes, 25 minutes a piece, you know, just so that way we got yeah, we just gonna do a 3-part to this, man.
I look down there towards the hospital and here they come, a whole bunch of white boys come down the steps coming down. I'm down about the gym. I said, fuck it. I walked up the steps. I said, shit, pull the knife out and just start running towards them, right? I said, I'm gonna wipe some of them. They got me, but I'm gonna get their ass too. And they scared. They said, hold up, man, hold up. Hold up, man, we didn't come to fight, man. Hey, man, we like what you did, man. I don't know who put that shit out. They tell you, man, give me that knife, man. They going up there, he had a rifle. He done spotted something, he getting ready to shoot. So I put the knife off right there, and I got it back, though. But that was my first little situation. So I know I can fight now, right? They put me in the cell with this black nigga. They call him what was that ugly nigga name? Big Doc. He was about 6'5", real dark, had a big old nose. His nose about the size of my fist. Nigga had red eyes too, looked just like a big black monster, right? See, I didn't know when they put me in the cell that it was a hole in the wall. And this nigga took some cement back then they can get their hands on and put it over some paper. When it hardened, he blowed up a little balloon thing, put some baby powder in there and tied it.
Hey, this nigga is funny. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Braced it in the wall real good and put that over and painted it so it looked like the regular wall. I guess he put a little mark where you know where to hit. So when he run his hand through there and that bag bust, boom, it looked like he done knocked some bricks and shit out of the wall, right? And all that white shit will look like fragments of cemented dust floating in the air, but it ain't no baby.
So he was setting him up for the okie doke, huh? The nigga was trying to. So he got his. Hey, you know how you go to you watch National Geographic Channel, and you see the male got his certain mating call dance or his certain little feather movement. This nigga got his certain little feather movement to seem aggressive, to seem like the top pronto. This nigga layered the wall with cement, so when he punched it seemed like he punching home, but the whole time he punching air. Yeah, niggas that set traps like that. That's the okie doke.
I wasn't prepared for this shit, right? So I done traded my knife. I had another knife at that time, a little bitty pear knife about that big. So I'm sitting on the bottom bunk, and he said, hey. I said, yeah.
Where we at?
He said, shit. So scratching down on, and his thing popped out, right? So I said, okay, I know what time this shit is, right? I tried to ignore this shit, right? He said, this is your cell as much as this man. He said, oh, shit. So scratching again, his thing popped out again, right? He said, all I ask you to do is have clean up, you know, don't let nobody in my cell, you know.
That's why niggas be getting stabbed in there, man. Doing little goofy shit like that. Hopefully, Big Doc ain't the one who turned him to a predator. Hopefully, Big Doc ain't get down on Fleece Johnson. And then his thing is hard, and it's out of his drawers.
I said, man, you got to say something, man. This nigga, you know, the door is locked and all this shit. This nigga big. And I was little then, right? You know, I just started developing my boxing skills and shit. So I ain't there yet. So I'm like,
You got that butcher knife, man.
so I got like a little tiny voice, like Tyson almost, right? I said, hey man, why don't you show me some respect?
He said, show you what?
I said, shit. I said, respect. You don't think I'm gonna show you this big black cop? And took his hand and ran it through that hole, bam! It was shaking his arm like it was stuck in him. I'm up over his shit. This nigga done ran his hand through a goddamn wall. Oh, goddamn. And then he ran up when he put his arm out, all that white shit off.
Hey, don't tell me he gave up the Fleece Johnson. You gave up the cookies over an act. Hey, usually females nowadays it take a burger or some fries, man. We can't even act no more. You know, it takes some food. This nigga did it over an act.
All over his knuckles and shit, and I'm looking up at him like that.
Man, he should have. My thing is, if he had butcher on him, the carvature, the carviarvi, why he ain't carve that nigga a new heart, nigga?
He said, stand up, stand up. I'm like, oh, goddamn. I say, look, man, don't do this, man. He said, nigga, stand up. So I said, come on, man. He's a nigger. I said, man, if that nigga hit me, he gonna run his head through my goddamn chest. Fucking shit. I stood up, right? So he got right there, put his big lips on my ear, and motherfucker said, all that shit. I couldn't even think straight. I said, only thing I can think of is nigga arm went through that wall, right? I don't know how to even evaluate this shit, right? He wouldn't even give me time.
Hey, the fucked up part is he still can't evaluate that shit to this day. Nigga still scrambling. Let's see if he tells you what happened in that room, Fleecey. That's probably the nigga who
I don't know how to even evaluate this shit, right? He wouldn't even give me time to think. And then he was coming out with shit, and that nigga said, "Do I gotta thank you, nigga?" Tell me. I said, "No." Shit, nigga, just tell me where. Nigga, I'm gonna give this shit up. Nigga, you want my, you give me. But he made his mistake. See, I forgot about that little knife I had on me, right?
Yeah, there we go.
You gonna be mad?
I said, yeah. And nigga, and I was serious, nigga, to take me, nigga. Shit, fucking nigga run his head through my chest, right? And then,
Hey, to the YNs out there. Nah, we don't ever fold like that. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm telling y'all. This what y'all gonna be around. Y'all toting pistols and doing all of this other shit, right? Yeah, this is who y'all gonna run into. A guy like Fleece Johnson, a big doc, man.
the nigga kissed me, man. When I felt that big nasty ass tongue in my mouth, big like a big cow tongue, like a boot, like the lip of a shoe lip or something. It was so nasty, man. I said, no, shit. That thing hit. I said, that nigga gonna have to kill me. Fucking nigga kissed me like that. So I hit him about 6 times real quick. And ran to the gate, started hollering, ah! Then all the inmates hollered, man down, guard, man down, man down. So I ran it back on his ankles and ran back and nigga hit the floor. I ran back, I was just slicing, man. I was nervous. I said, man, if this nigga get up, it's over. You saw that nigga run his hand through that ball, right? And all them guards ran up and he said,
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good ending to a story, man. It's a good ending to a story.
yeah, come on, man. I said, shut up, nigga. I went down his way. I was just anyway, you ain't getting up. I was hitting his feet. Now, he was trying to move his feet, and I was hitting his toes and all this shit. So when they came up, I'll show you how nasty they are.
They said, back up.
I backed up like that. They said, drop the weapon. Drop the goddamn weapon. I said, if I drop in that motherfucker spring up, it's over. Open the door, get this out of here first. Then I gave it to him. Them motherfuckers took me to the hole. And you won't believe this shit. Took me in front of the committee the next day. Said, we're gonna let you out of the hole, drop the charges. You'll never see him again. put me right back in the month, because they were real racist down there. And put me back in there. I had to clean up all the blood and all this shit. Everything in there that was his is now mine. You know, thanks for the stereo and all this shit, nigga. They had 8 tracks and shit back in, right? You know, so it went well. So from then on, everybody on the yard.
That's dirty. So they basically running like a fight club, man. You get out of this situation, you the man in charge. You can keep the room. You gonna keep the. You know he felt good. He felt good. He felt some type of dominance, but that's fucked up. They said we're gonna drop the charges. You keep it. Just clean it up. Hey man, you already know what I'm saying, man. Stay lit, get chips and don't quit. We're gonna react to this. This is gonna be a 3-part series. Let's get it.